Last week, I downloaded a free app. It was great until I realized it knew more about me than my closest friends.
And that right there is exactly what we're talking about today.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Talk Real English, the podcast where we dig into everyday topics and talk about them the way real people actually do. I'm Laura.
And I'm Eric. Today we're getting into something that might make you look at the world a little differently. The next time you see the word free on an app, on a product, anywhere, you might just pause for a second.
Right, exactly. Because today's topic is nothing is really free. I know that sounds a little dark, but it's actually fascinating once you start thinking about it. There's always a cost. It just might not be money.
Yeah, and we're going to look at some everyday examples. Free apps, free trials, those buy one, get one free deals at the supermarket, and also some more personal stuff, like free advice and free favors between people.
The free favors one is so interesting, but let's start from the beginning. Free apps and social media. Most people sense there's a catch, but they don't really think about what the catch actually is.
Yeah, totally. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, you don't pay a single dollar to use them. You just download the app and you're in. But these are billion-dollar companies. So where does the money come from?
From us. It comes from us.
From us, right? From our data and our attention. There's actually a famous saying in the tech world, if the product is free, you are the product. And that's basically true.
Yeah, and data is kind of a vague word. It's not just your name and email. These apps track what you look at, how long you look at it, what you click on, what you search for, even what time of day you're on your phone. It's a lot.
It's really a lot. They use all of that to build a profile of who you are, then sell access to that profile to advertisers. So the advertiser can say, I want to reach women between 25 and 34 who are into yoga and live in California. And the platform says, sure, we've got millions of those.
And it's not just data, it's also your attention. The more time you spend on the app, the more ads they can show you. So these companies design their apps to be addictive. The infinite scroll, the notifications, the little red dot.
Oh, the red dot. That little red dot is designed to make you feel like you're missing something, so you tap on it immediately.
Exactly. It triggers something in your brain. So, in a way, you're paying for these free apps with your time, your attention, and your personal information. That's a real cost, even if your bank account doesn't feel it.
Oh, for sure. And once you realize that, you start looking at those apps a little differently. What am I actually giving away here? Is it worth it? That's a personal choice, but it's good to make it consciously.
Totally. Okay, so let's talk about free trials and freemium models. This one is so clever, and I think a lot of people have been caught by it at some point.
Oh, I've definitely been caught by it. So, a free trial lets you use a service for free for a certain period, usually 7 days or 30 days, and then you have to pay. And they almost always ask for your credit card at the start.
Which is the key part, because they know most people will forget to cancel. You sign up thinking, I'll cancel before the 30 days, and then life happens.
Life happens, yeah. And suddenly, you've been paying for something you haven't even used. I did that with a music app 4 months before I noticed. And the freemium model is sort of a cousin to this.
Yeah, so freemium, a mix of free and premium. The basic version is free, but the really good features cost money. Spotify is the perfect example. Free use comes with ads, limited skips, and no offline downloads. You're constantly nudged towards paying.
And that's intentional, of course. The free version is good enough to get you hooked, but slightly uncomfortable enough that you eventually upgrade. You let people experience the product, and then you make it just a little bit frustrating.
It's the foot in the door. Once you're already using something and you like it, you're much more likely to pay for it. So the free part is basically an investment the company makes to eventually get your money.
Okay, I want to talk about one of my favorites, the buy one, get one free thing. It's a trick that's been around forever, and people still fall for it every single time, myself included.
Oh, totally. So you're at the supermarket, you see a sign that says buy one, get one free, and your brain goes, free, great deal. But wait, did you actually need two of that thing?
Probably not, and you're still paying for the first one, right? So it's not actually free, you're getting a 50% discount on the total price, which is great, but the word free makes it feel much better than 50% off, even though mathematically it's the same thing.
It's the exact same thing, and sometimes those deals are on products that were already overpriced to begin with. So you might be paying more than you would at a competitor store, and now you have two of something you didn't need.
Yeah, and there's another hidden cost. You bought more than you planned. Even though you saved money on the second item, you spent more overall than you would have without the deal. That's the trap.
Oh, and it goes even further than that, like free shipping on orders over $50. You might spend 10 extra dollars to get free shipping when the shipping would have only cost $5. So you spent more trying to save money.
I've done that so many times. I'll add something I don't really want to my cart just to hit the free shipping threshold, and then think, wait, why did I just do that? And honestly, that's what makes it so fascinating. Like, why does free hit us so hard even when we know it's a trick?
Because free is incredibly powerful psychologically. It's not rational at all. Even when we know it's a trick, it still works on us.
There's a behavioral economist named Dan Ariely who wrote Predictably Irrational, and in it, he describes an experiment offering people a Lindt truffle for 15 cents or a Hershey Kiss for 1 cent. Most people chose the truffle. Makes sense. Better chocolate, fair price.
Right, that seems logical.
But then they changed the prices by just 1 cent each. The truffle went to 14 cents and the Hershey Kiss went to zero, free. And suddenly almost everyone switched to the Hershey Kiss, even though the relative difference between the two chocolates was exactly the same.
And it's such a small change too, just 1 cent. But just making something free completely changes how people value it, even when nothing else has changed.
And that's just it. Free eliminates what's called perceived risk. When you pay even 1 cent, there's a small chance you'll regret it. But if it's free, nothing to lose, zero downside. So your brain just goes, yes, take it.
And that's why marketers love the word free. It bypasses your rational thinking. It creates an emotional response that overrides the part of your brain that would normally say, wait, do I actually need this?
And it's not just about products and money. I want to talk about something a little more personal. Free advice and free favors also come with hidden costs. This one is more social, more about relationships.
You know that friend who's a doctor, a lawyer, or an accountant? Every time you see them at a party or a family dinner, someone is asking for free advice. Hey, I have this weird rash. What do you think? Or my landlord did this sting. Is it legal?
Every professional has experienced this. It feels free for the person asking, but the professional spent years studying and building that expertise. They're working at a social event. That's a real cost of their time and energy. They're just not charging you for it.
Then there's the social obligation side. When someone does you a free favor, there's often an unspoken expectation that you owe them something back. Not always money, maybe your time, a return favor, or just the feeling that you can't say no to them in the future.
That's a real thing. Sociologists call it reciprocity. This deeply human sense that if someone gives you something, you need to give something back. It's hardwired into us. And so free favors are really just deferred payments in a social currency.
Deferred payments in social currency. I love that. And free advice has another hidden cost. Sometimes it's not very good advice. When something is free, people don't value it as much. There's research showing people follow medical advice more carefully when they paid for the consultation.
That's so interesting. You can get advice for free online about almost anything, but sometimes paying for a real professional consultation makes you take it more seriously and actually follow through on it.
Okay, so this leads into one of my favorite concepts from economics. It sounds technical, but I promise it's really intuitive once you get it. It's called opportunity cost.
Opportunity cost. The idea is that whenever you choose to do something, even for free, you're giving up the chance to do something else. And that something else you gave up, that's the cost.
I mean, say you spend 2 hours watching free videos on YouTube. No money spent. But those 2 hours, you could have used them to study, exercise, or learn a new skill. The cost isn't money, it's everything else you could have done with that time.
And time is the most interesting case with opportunity cost. Because money, you can earn more, but time, you can't get it back. Every hour is gone forever. So, in a sense, time is more valuable than money, yet we treat free things that cost us time as if they're costless.
Like, people will wait 15 or 20 minutes in line for a free cheese sample at a market. But if someone offered that same cheese for $1 with no wait, many of those same people would probably pay because the time is worth more than the dollar.
Right. The free price tag blinds people to the time cost. And this is really relevant for language learning, which is kind of our world here. There are so many free learning resources online: free apps, free YouTube channels, free podcasts. Like this one. Like this one, exactly. And those resources are genuinely valuable. But free language learning still takes real time, energy, and consistency. Those are real investments. So when people say they've used free apps for a year without much progress, the question isn't about the app's price. It's about how they're investing their time and attention.
That's a really good point. Even learning for free isn't really free. You're paying with your effort and your time. And that's a beautiful thing because if you're putting in real time and real effort, you are paying for your education, just not in dollars.
I love that framing. Okay, let's bring this all together before we wrap up. The key takeaway isn't never trust anything that's free or always be suspicious. It's more be aware, be a little more conscious.
Yeah, totally. Because sometimes free things are genuinely great deals. A free podcast that teaches you English, incredible value. A public library, free parks, free education in some countries. These are real gifts. The point isn't that free is always a scam.
It's just to ask, what is the real cost here? Is it my data, my attention, my time, a future social obligation? And is that cost worth it? Sometimes the answer is yes, absolutely. And sometimes, maybe not so much.
So the next time you see free anywhere, on an app, a sign, a product, a favor, just take 1 second and ask yourself, what am I actually giving in return? That one question can save you a lot of time, money, and stress.
Yes. Okay, let's land this thing. That's our episode for today. And here's a little challenge. Over the next few days, pay attention to every time you see or hear the word free. Notice what it makes you feel. Then ask what the real cost might be. You'll be surprised how often it comes up.
And if you want to keep the conversation going, leave us a comment or send a message. We'd love to hear your examples. What's the freest thing you've encountered that actually wasn't free at all? We might even read some answers on the next episode.
And as always, keep listening, keep practicing, and remember, real English isn't just grammar rules and textbook sentences. It's conversations like this one. We'll see you next time.
Take care, everyone. Thanks for spending your time with us today. And hey, this podcast might be free, but you just invested your attention, so we hope it was worth every second.